The police were called to my apartment 2 times in the span of 3 hours. Happy Friday. It's another week and we're about to do this vlog thing. So let's go. Today is more work, labs, my own research, and me TA in a lab. So yeah, but got paid a little bit. So feeling a little bit, we could do it. Maybe tonight, drop it a little, bring it up slow, move it all around, pick it up then. Okay, that's what I'm feeling today. Hopefully the weather agrees. It's a little bit rainy, but that's okay. It's Friday. Kind of looks like Saturn, right? Is that Saturn or Uranus? I think Saturn. It's kind of cool. This is just like you concentrated in a rotovap, which is like a high-powered vacuum at a certain boiling temperature. And so it gets rid of all the solvent that boils at the certain temperature that you set it at. And so you just concentrate your product in your round bottom glass. I just got back my laundry from the laundry services, and so I'm gonna pack it away because I need some other things in here. It's been a while. Happy Sunday, guys. So I was editing the last week's vlog, because of course I plan to stay in all day, but it's Sunday again, and so plans just materialize out of nowhere. So I'm going to this mixer kind of thing. I guess you could call it a mixer, but I look a mess, so I have to quickly eat because I haven't eaten for the day. I ordered this from Domino's Pizza yesterday. Slapping. It's a deep dish pizza with Italian sausage and not pepperoni, pineapple. Pineapple on pizza is a must, okay? So I'm trying to eat this quickly so that I could go shave my head, shower, get dressed, because I think one of my friends is coming in like half an hour. Don't know how I'm gonna get that done, but they wanted to check in with you guys. So my Sunday, I turned from nothing into something. So this is the final look. See how I just cleaned up well? You'd never think it's the same person that yeah, but that's the look for today. A little nice, I will be when things. But yeah, I'm about to leave the house. Good morning, everyone. Today is a new day. It is currently Thursday. I probably skipped around a couple of days in this vlog. But, some shit had happened. Okay, so let's get into it. So, the police were called to my apartment 2 times in the span of 3 hours. In the morning, I was cooking, but it was about maybe 11 o'clock. I was cooking and I saw I heard a knock. So I went to my window and I saw a police van outside, NYPD, and it was 2 officers, and they were like outside. Like one was at the door and the other one was like looking on the house, whatever. And so I was like, okay, maybe he's probably downstairs because the attendant's downstairs. So I didn't pay any mind. I'm in New York. It's not my business. So whatever. Fine. I continue cooking. They leave and I'm like, okay, whatever. They continued, right? Wrong. So maybe an hour and a half later to 2 hours later, a police car pulls up and 2 different officers, this time a black officer. The first time was 2 Hispanic officers. The second time was a black officer and a Hispanic officer. So I know it was different people, right? They came again. So I was like, okay, this is a little strange. Let me see what they want. So I went downstairs and I was like, hi, good morning. They were like, oh, they're just responding to a report of noise, and I'm like, noise? First of all, this is very quiet, a quiet area in Queens. There's never any noise. I said the only noise that could be considered a noise are the 2 dogs that are downstairs barking, and they're like 2 chihuahuas. And they only bark if somebody came to the door, so they barked. So I don't think anybody would report that as noise. Okay, so follow me. So I'm thinking to myself, why would a noise complaint come from here? I've been here in the same apartment for a year, and that has never happened. I've never heard any noise. There's never been any noise. And there are students who live in this area, and I've never seen any parties or heard any parties. There's never been any disturbances. It's very middle-aged to older people in this area, and a few students sprinkled around in the mix because it's more houses. So you have like houses that have been separated to do apartments, right? And so I was just like, that's never happened. That's very strange. Why would that happen? So let's give context, okay? So this happened on Tuesday. On Monday, I got a text message from the agent who showed me this place, right? And he was like, oh, hey, your lease ended February 29th. So I just wanted to contact you. So I was like, oh, my bad. I thought it was till March, end of March. In my mind, I'm like, I did March to March, so end of March. So I was like, "No, I'm very sorry about that. I didn't realize it was February, end of February, and not end of March." And so he's like, "Okay, no problem. What would you like to do? Would you like to extend, or would you like to, do you have other plans?" So I said, "I would love to extend." He's like, "Oh, for how long?" I said, "I could do 6 months because I prefer to do the 6 months leases instead of the year leases, just because you don't know how life is going, especially because I'm doing my master's right now, and so life is very unstable." Okay, so you just want to make sure that you're not stuck in something just in case you get something better. Okay, so that's what I've been doing, right? Great. He said, "No problem. I'll send you it via email later." I sent him my email just to remind him he has sent it to me in the past. So I just, sent it so he doesn't come back to ask me again. So that was maybe about 4 in the afternoon, maybe 3 or so. Maybe earlier. I think maybe it was about lunchtime. We had that conversation. Then I continued in the lab. I did what I had to do. I came back home. When I was walking home, or when I just got home, I got another text saying, "Hi, the landlord does not wish to rent anymore. He wants to move in." Excuse me? What? Okay, I guess okay. So I didn't say anything. And then he said, "Oh, he's giving you till the end of May. Now we're in March. So because it ended in February, you would have March, April, end of May. So that's 3 months notice, right?" Okay, great. So I didn't respond because I didn't want to respond in the wrong way. So I was like, let me, just end the rest of my day, because it was a very busy day, a very hectic day, but I felt like it was a productive day and I didn't want to go down a wrong road. And therefore I said, okay, let me just sit on this one and I'll respond after. The next day is when the police were called. And I was like, what a coinkydink. Because I think people look at you, well, first of all, everybody I've met in this area, in the city, on my campus, thinks I am between 22 and 25. Minus the bald head, right? But they think I'm still younger. Like, they think when I say I'm older, they think I mean like I'm 23, 24. So a lot of people don't realize that I've lived life and I'm not, a naive person, a naive student at that. And so I think that may have registered in their head and they felt like they could play in my face. Now, I don't have any confirmation, right? But y'all drop down in the comments and let me know if I'm tripping, okay? So the next day is when the police were called for the noise complaint. And I was like, that is so strange. And the timing is impeccable, right? And so I said, okay, I'm going to respond now to the agent who texted me, right? And now, mind you, backstory again, I had just spoken to the landlord, right? I had just texted the landlord because some weird shit happened and I did not appreciate it. There was somebody looking at a room and they came up. First of all, I thought I was dreaming. I was half asleep because I'd come home from work very tired. I fell asleep. It was like 5 to 6 p.m. or maybe 7. And I saw the light on and I was like, what the fuck? So I'm like, so I get up, I'm still like a little, groggy. Then I see my door rattling and then it unlocks and it opens. So I was like, excuse me, hello? And they're like, oh, sorry, and pulled it back and locked it back. Now, I know I'm not making it up because I know I'm not imagining them having a key, because they did open it and locked it back. So they definitely had a key. It's not like I left it unlocked. And even then, you're supposed to let me know if you have anybody, maintenance, anything coming to the apartment. Fine. So I sent him a message. That's the landlord. Then, that was last week. I said, I don't think that's very, professional. I don't appreciate somebody just being able to have access to keys, especially without the presence of you or the agent. And so you just gave somebody the key. So now things are starting to add up, right? And so this vlog is getting messy. You see, I told you I keep so much stuff to myself, but it's so much shit that happens to me, and I could really, yeah. And so we're now at Wednesday. Yes, Tuesday. And so I messaged the agent and I said, hey, that's very unfortunate news, especially because I just spoke to the landlord this week or last week, and he did not mention that. But thank you for the notice. And also, but 2 police cars just came to my apartment, and I would hate to think that that was a ploy to expedite the notice process. Catch it, okay? Because one thing you're not going to do is play in my face, okay? That's one thing, okay? And so I made sure any party involved knows that it's being clocked, okay? So I'm not somebody that you could, intimidate. I'm not somebody that you could scare off or like make small up himself. That's never been me. If I feel pressured or pushed back on, that's when I perform. I'm very quiet until I feel like, your foot is on my neck, okay? And then I perform. And so I was like, no, I think that I would hate to think that's what that was. So he's like, oh, was there noise? I said, no, there's never noise. There is never noise. You would swear nobody lives here actually, you know? So apart from the dogs, you hear nothing. You hear no one. And so there's never noise. And so he was like, oh, well, I don't know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I said, well, I think I have an idea. I think I have an idea as to why it happened. And that is very calculating. And so he's talking about, if he sees any other apartments, he'll let me know, whatever, whilst I'm, reading him and the landlord, okay? And so, yeah, I was just like, that is extremely crazy. And I said, and on top of that, people came in and knocked. He ain't answered that part at all, mind you. But yes, so that's the current, if anything else develops after that, I'll let you all know. But you will have to go on an apartment hunting tour with me, I guess, at this point, because I only have 2 months left in this bitch. And so I have to find a new spot before, preferably before me, so that I'm not like in a pinch and rushing and crunching. But also I would like the semester to kind of like ease off because it ends in May. So I would like it to ease off a little bit so that I can have a little bit more time and mental, capacity to handle the move. Because one thing about me, I hate packing for flights. So you can imagine packing shit up to move. Yeah. And I have so much shit in this little box of mine. So I'm gonna finish drinking this coffee. I have to submit a midterm. Sorry about that, that's so nasty. I have to submit a midterm today, and then I have to go on campus, collect some more papers. They're killing me with these gradings, but okay, I'm gonna go pick that up, maybe run an experiment, come home. I would love to come home before 2 p.m. and then I have to go meet somebody. I'm trying these days.